X28 is a dumbbells workout with 3 main goals. We're gonna master the dumbbell training basics. We're gonna go heavier loading with double dumbbell exercises. We're gonna burn fat, build muscle, and boost metabolism all in just 20 minutes. Here we go. I love using a ground-based to stand approach with my workouts, and this complex is phenomenal. 40 seconds each position. The load actually helps increases the stretch. So we'll start here. We're gonna take our dumbbells. We're gonna go with any type of overhead press. I can go Arnold press, which is one of my favorites, the rotational action. Gets all 3 heads of the shoulders. Exhale up, inhale down. I could go hammer grip, the most user and joint friendly option if you have mobility issues in particular, or I could even go kind of slight angled with the overhand press option, but you can also mix them. Regardless, we're gonna start with this position here. We get external rotation, glute stretch here, hip stretch, and then we get hamstring stretch on the straight leg. So 40 seconds here. Then I will quickly switch. Another 40 seconds here, and you can feel the balancing. The pelvis is gonna be really active in terms of just trying to get level, and then feeling the difference between sides in terms of one side is tighter than the other, and then finishing as wide as you can, straddle, and kind of sit forward. Get that pelvis right underneath those shoulders, and then the final 40 seconds, finish it off here. Make sure to get full extension of those arms, try to level them out, and before you know it, we're gonna be stretching our hamstrings, our glutes, and our groin, working the whole upper body, core, and warming up for a great workout. This is an incredible back, abs, and shoulder stack. 40 seconds of each of these positions back to back to back. So we start keeping the hips and shoulders square to the ground. Drive one arm underground, exhale up, inhale down. It's harder if you do a little isometric hold right there, arm at 90 degrees, all right? The next 40, you jump into the bear shape. A little more quad stress. Then, keeping the shoulders higher than the hips, stand up, finish, bent row. So this is gonna be more back intensive. The previous 2 are more core intensive, ab intensive. I like to do a little rotational action where it starts overhand and then rotates outside the body. Flat back, head aligned with the spine. Lightweight feels heavy on this, and the pump is precious. Double dumbbell get up. Now you have to start in this position. So you get this dumbbell, the dumbbell on the floor in the right position, and you'll also need hex dumbbells or square dumbbells so that there is a stable structure here. If not, just do another get up variation for that day if you don't access this particular equipment. But what I do is I start here and I just get positioned. And if you want also, you can just do the whole drill from here and up if it's too challenging doing the down portion. But here's what it looks like. I'll get started, set up, move to my back, and then I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna exhale, try if I can to get one smooth exhale up, but all right, and now I've gotta stay super tight and then pick this dumbbell up off the ground. So I got a high-low setup, all right? Come all the way through, and if you need to, at the top position, you can go shoulder level here if there's a ceiling issue. Otherwise, stay there, and I'm gonna try to inhale it down. And then I would place the dumbbell, sweep through, keeping the hips high, lower, and again, I could just go right back in another rep, or I can lower back down. There's a point here where you're gonna have a little more weight towards, check it out, the elbow than the hand versus being really distributed here. So you might wanna go padded surface, just be mindful of that. And then I would just repeat that pattern, all right? So a great way to really increase the loading on your get up, increase the challenge to the hips and the obliques when you're picking it up. Just be mindful of the setup and make sure it's a dumbbell, again, that when down, it doesn't move too much on you. It's very stable. Otherwise, just go single bell, but I think you'll like this one. Full body complex number 1, mixing between push, pull, and or upper and lower, 30 seconds each, back to back for 2 straight minutes of work. So here's we go. We're gonna start with the overhead press. Now, I can alternate from the shoulder level, which is easier. Exhale up, inhale down, or I make it harder by alternating from the top. Ribs and shoulders down, abs crunched, glutes tight. I flow right from there into the alternating bent row, and the same concept applies where I can alternate from the bottom. Again, shift those hips back, vertical shins, Don't round the spine. If you have to come up a little bit higher, you can. Always keep the shoulders higher than the hips and maintain that slight arc in the back. But I can alternate from the bottom, or I can alternate from the top. So I have to isometrically hold in between reps. So when you make a lightweight feel heavy. From there, alternating lateral squat. Okay, I'm gonna show you two options here. Get super wide stance. You wanna sit into that hip, keeping the toes relatively forward, shoulders ahead and square. Easiest option is right here at hip level. So inhale down into that hip, push back to the middle. Sit into that hip, trail leg goes straight, come back to the middle. Hardest option is here. Same weight feels much more challenging. Sit into that hip. It's not a big range of motion exercise, but just take it slow, come back through. Fourth and final, ski or swing. Feet together, so dumbbells won't hit the thighs when they pass. Downhill skier position, right here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now what's great about this, because the feet are close together, if you are prone to squatting too much on your swing instead of being more hip dominant, because it's more glute hamstring emphasis movement as it is a hinge, it forces you to be more hingy versus squatty because it's tough to squat with the feet close together. So 4 movements, pure metabolic fire, bang, 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 using the same movement. You never set it down until our 4 movements are done. Full body complex number 2. I'm taking 4 different Olympic lift variations that hit your whole body, really get the backside posterior chain power, also low impact. Great drills for burning fat, building muscle, and boosting metabolism. Now we start with the hang clean. So, you know, feet are about hip width apart. I got these triple bends, ankle, knees, and hips. I'm gonna just exhale up to shoulder level, inhale to load. So load, explode. Load, explode. From there, I'm right here, I go right into a push press. So I'm gonna get some forward knee drive, but also try to get the knees out a little bit to engage those hips, all right? Inhale down, exhale up. All right, from there, come right back, start right in front of the knees or kind of upper shin level. Again, hips back, shoulders down and back, stay active in the delt. You lose that shoulder position, see what happens to the spine, so stay active there. Pull it straight at the body, and then absorb the weight down. Finishing, back to shoulder level, split jerk. So I do a little dip, inhale, pop, load. Switching legs, each rep. Wow. Pair of 10 to 25s is plenty, especially because you're doing these back-to-back, no rest between. It's gonna test your aerobic and anaerobic for complete energy system development. Here's a seesaw lunge complex, 40 seconds each of 3 holding positions, going 2, 1, and then 1. So it's kind of a drop set, and it doesn't matter which arm you go to on the single side at first, just go to both over the course of the complex. I'm gonna elevate my heel of the leg that never leaves the floor for a little more low quad stress and range of motion through the hip and the knee. You can also just make it easier by going foot flat on the floor, so it's totally up to you. I can hold here or make it much harder by holding here. I could start here and also back off to here, totally up to you. I'm gonna inhale down, control it, try to balance a glass of water on your head. All right, 40 seconds there. Then I'm gonna set 1 dumbbell down and I'm gonna go right into a single-sided version of that, which is gonna make my inner hip thigh work harder, all right? And then I finish by just quickly switching arms and continuing for the final 40 seconds. If you're doing this kind of as a standalone workout on your own, you do 30 to 60 seconds each position. Start at 30, add 5 or 10 seconds each session to make it harder. Once you do a minute each, 3 minutes of total work, you're gonna burn belly fat, build your legs from foot to hip, and also get a little bit of core action too, because that's single-sided action. Awesome sequence. Loading discipline. Stay with your same dumbbell weight in between kind of 10 and 25 pounders as needed for this workout. Again, longer 2-minute work periods. So set up in a way that lightweight feels heavy, and the focus again is on form technique, time under tension, mind-muscle connection, and sustained contraction. So don't push the load. Focus on flawless form and owning the movements, all right? Make your post-workout report in the comment section below. You're done in 20 minutes. Have some fun with this one. This is, more recovery is required after a workout like this, which is why we only do one double dumbbell workout a month, okay? But this is one that's gonna simulate a little more muscle gain and really challenge you from a strength standpoint as well because of the loading. Enjoy.
Go. Halfway. Rest. 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 Go. Halfway. Go. Halfway. Rest. Go. Halfway.